This is Saint Stephen, and this is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But unlike the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, this is not a real image of Stephen. Saint Stephen is among the most untalked about, yet most celebrated saints of the New Testament. Some would even argue that he was the only prophet of the New Testament. Stephen was murdered by the wicked priests and Paul, aka Saul. Stephen's testimony was perverted by those who had murdered him. Stephen was an Israelite and not a disciple of Jesus. He was actually against the teachings of Jesus, and this is what got him apprehended and stoned. Paul was a Pharisee and an evangelist and considered as the first pope. In the book of Acts chapter 6 verses 11 through 15, it talks about how a false witness rose against Stephen and said he spoke blasphemy against Jesus of Nazareth, saying, and I quote, "This Jesus has come to destroy this place and is going to change the customs and the laws that Moses has set up." End quote. The chapter 7 of Acts describes a speech Stephen delivered in which he goes into depth about the early history of Israel, not mentioning Jesus once until the end, when he supposedly stated he saw the Son of Man standing next to God while everyone who participated asked Jesus to receive their spirit while stoning him. The book of Acts holds historical value because it shows the acts of the first Christian churches, hence the stoning of Stephen. Paul, being a witness and a participant in the stoning, gives incentive for the testimony of Stephen to be obscured because early evangelists like Paul wanted to convince everyone that this Jesus of Nazareth was the Son of God and the Savior. Stephen died glorifying the God of Israel by paying homage to his ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and even mentioned the acts of Joseph. Nowadays, St. Stephen's death is celebrated among Christians on the 26th day of December, ironically right after the alleged birth of Jesus. Christians also observe the holiday known as Christmas on the 25th of December, in which seems that the death of this prophet was the beginning of Christianity as we know it. This act is the beginning of slavery for Israelites, which later became written in their creed to seek out and destroy Israelites worldwide. An example of these laws was issued by Pope Nicholas V in 1452 called Dum Diversas, meaning until different. This put into law the enslavement of American Indians, Afro-American Indians, certain branches of Shemitic tribes in Africa and worldwide, and any other non-believers of Christ.